Rebecca from the Glitch Stitchery. I'm here today for my April alpaca showcase. Today we're going to be working on spinning up some alpaca yarns to go with all of the yarns we dyed up in my previous video on this topic. So I know with my mohair one I did carding and I carded bats. However, we're not going to be doing that today because I already have bats carded with alpaca in them. So we just have spinning to do. So for the bats, I have these ones from a previous video. So if I recall correctly, they are a blend of Shetland and Suri Alpaca. They're quite soft because it was the really nice Shetland. I'll have to link to it. I forget the exact name of it, but it's a really high quality Shetland and then some very soft Suri Alpaca. And then I was going to apply them with these other bats that I spun. I don't quite remember what was in these, but it's in the other video, so I'm going to recheck that before I film more on that so that I can at least give you the correct fiber content. But that's what we have for bats. And then for pure alpaca, I have this. So quite a few years ago, I visited a local alpaca farm. And I don't even know if they still exist because I can't find them when I was looking for them. But I bought two fleeces from them. I bought a really lovely gray fleece that I spun ages ago. That was from a alpaca named Stonington. And then I bought this beautiful cinnamon fleece that I don't remember the alpaca's name, but it's still quite lovely. I washed it a while ago and it's just been sitting in my stash waiting for me to spin it. So we're gonna spin this up this week as, you know, preparation for the weaving and crocheting portions of this experiment. And I'm not going to bother carding this because A, that would take forever, but B, I am pretty sure that I've already combed through it in the past before I had it put in this bag to wait to be spun. So I am more than capable of spinning it from the way it is. I don't need to card it. If I did card it, it would maybe be more even a result, but this is a personal project, so I don't actually care. It's just, you don't have to card every time if you don't want to. It's entirely a personal preference. My preference is I don't like doing it, so I don't. But it's not the end of the world. So I am going to get the wheels set up and we're going to start spinning these. I'm going to do all of my singles on the Ashford Kiwi 3 this time, on the 4-ounce bobbins, and then all the plying will be done on the Ashford Kiwi 2 with the super flyer attachment on the, I think 1 pound bobbins is how much they hold roughly, I think. It might be more than a pound, I'm not sure. I have never actually filled one at this point, so maybe I'll get one filled this time. So yeah, I'll get the wheels set up and I'll be right back. finally done spinning all of the alpaca yarn. It took quite a while to finish this skein in particular, just because it's honestly kind of a boring spin for me. All just one color and same thing, on and on and on. But got a huge amount of 2-ply alpaca done. This one is a 3-ply. I really like how this one came out. So this one, just 2 plies Huacaya alpaca. Really, really boring, but reasonably soft. I think it'll soften up more when I wash it too. It's gonna be pretty fluffy. This one is 1 ply of bats made out of 1927 Shetland and Bowmont fleece, 1 ply of 1927 Shetland plus Suri, and 1 ply of Huacaya alpaca. So when it's all added up, it ends up being about 50% alpaca, and then that amount of alpaca is like 2/3 Huacaya, 1/3 Suri. And it's really interesting and soft, and I'm looking forward to trying to knit with this one, I think, because it did come out really chunky. So I carded up the bats for this one in vlog 043, so I'll link to that below. I had to look through everything to find it, but it was the one when I was trying out my new drum carder. So that's done. All of these are done finally, and now I can work on weaving and crocheting and all that good stuff. So that's going to finish this up. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again for the next part.